I wanted to once again thank you for for your times and for seeing us this morning, and we have a very exciting project, very challenging one, of course, but we wanted to talk to you and to ask for your advice and any wisdoms, any services and so forth that you can provide us. You've been around in the business for so long.
My advice.
And,
I just have opinions.
Opinion is certainly fine too.
Well, it appears that your group to build the temple is following the city's orders right now, and they're helping you, aren't they? Cooperating.
They are.
You hired Alan Kazanjian to bring everything up to code.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So what's the issue? I know there are some neighbors up there who are concerned about the project, and that's with any project.
Right,
There's going to be a hearing,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to get all your variances and your permits.
Right.
But outside of them stating their case and you stating yours, what appears to be the issue? I know there was some the problem over the soil that was taken, and wasn't that for the Boys and Girls Club or something?
Yeah, I think that's just an allegation. I don't think that is true. We haven't filled anything up the space. But what's important about this project is that as you know, we have our community have been here for a while, and we certainly don't have any place where we can call home, which is and our goal is to build this structure that combined with Cambodian architectural design, more like the Angkor temples and other cultural icon in Cambodia, and then married with the modern American building, so that it will be suitable for the climate and of course for the environment and all that kind of stuff as well here in this country. So the project will be funded by by donations, small and big. From
How big a project do you think it's going to be?
It's going to be a good size. We're looking at between 20 to 24,000 square footage in terms of the space, so that we can accommodate the big celebrations such as the New Year's celebrations and all that. And so we're gonna bring in a lot of private donation from outside. We're not gonna be utilizing public funding. The only thing that we ask from the public will be their understanding, their support, and we bring in a lot of foot traffic. Will be similar to what we have done with the water festival, with the New Year festival, with the Cambodian Express, and that we have been doing for the past many years. So it's gonna have that sort of tourist attraction. We want to help make Laos become the destination city. Pretty much just like everyone else want to come to Laos. Either for the water festival or for the the folk festivals, or for the Jat craft festivals and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we wanted to do.
Didn't you announce the proposal when you first bought the land, instead of going right up there and starting? There was some building going on and clearing of land initially. Why didn't you start from the very beginning, saying that, hey, we want to purchase this land. We're going to purchase this land. We'd like to build a temple there. It looked like you put the cart before the horse.
Well, I think we have done
that. The monks were out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of excitement. And sometimes that excitement can overrun the rationale behind all that kind of stuff. I think it's just when people bought the property, they thought that okay, it's a property, so we can do.
We just overlook a little bit of the rule and regulation of the United States, I guess.
So that's the reason why I sort of I was brought in to help with that, and then as a result we take care of all the things that need to be taken care of to make sure that the code and regulations and all that kind of stuff are being met, and the permit applications and all that kind of stuff is done accordingly to to the plan, and that's why I'm in, and that's why I'm here too, to sort of make sure that from begin since then everything sort of come forward, like we make sure to put the horse before the cart.
I think initially when the land was purchased with the monks, a lot of the lay persons as well as the monks, and there's a lot of excitement with them within the community, and because this is the first time that the Cambodian American community had come together to make such a purchase of a piece of land in Law. I mean, this has never been done before in New England, and there's just tremendous amount of excitement, and they just sometimes that excitement, like Samkhann stated, that it forgot that there are certain rules and regulations that you really have to follow here in the U.S. And this is one of the reasons why I was invited by the monks and the layperson in Samkhann to come and join the executive team to ensure that we are proceeding with this proposal smoothly as possible and in conforming with rules and regulations.
So there is a group now, a group that is formed to oversee this project. Are you people?
That's right. That's right. So we have a makeup of lay people as well as some head monks to make sure that everything is according to plans and according to the rules and regulations. Yeah.
Now, is there a need for another temple? What about the Chelmsford Temple? Is there a Chelmsford? I mean, is it going to? I mean, why? What's going to happen to the Chelmsford Temple? Will that stay there? Will that?
The center that we are planning to build is more than just a temple. It will hopefully serve. Well, the mission is to have it serve two functions. The first function is to have it as a religious services where people, not only with Buddhist faith, but of all faith can come and meditate and have receive formal religious teaching from the Buddhist master, the Buddhist monks. The second would be to have it serve as the cultural as well as the educational center for the Cambodian American who are residing in the city of Lowell, in Massachusetts, as well as in New England. So it would be the first time there where we have a formal structure where we can utilize this temple / community center here to really educate our youngsters, the elders about Buddhism. Second is about good citizenships, about American cultures, values, as well as Cambodian culture. But the location, because it's the size, we can accommodate all of that. And we have 12 acres, and with the amount of space that we want to do, we want to be able to build in addition to monasteries, temples for for the Buddhist monks. We want to build educational centers as well.
The cultural center,
Cultural centers.
The entrance and then the road in and out and all that, so
it's a lot of work.
The sewage and things like that. So it's a lot of work. So with reason it's gonna take some years to get the thing complete. But let's say the capital campaign is going on. It's going to be going on in April. For this whole month, we are working together to train our membership, on that whole aspect of the leaderships and recruitments and make sure that the reasons and all that kind of stuff are in place. And the training is going on every 2 or 3 weeks. Locally we have over 100 people coming to the training, to make sure that they understand what involves and how to work with everyone that involved with the project as well.
Now, is there a trailer? The last story I read, were the monks going to be living in a trailer up there, or?
It's a temporary, because we don't have
Right.
we don't have the facility, the space, enough space yet. We have a small house there on 48 Thompson Avenue, but it's really small place. So we wanted to put just a trailer, temporary, just at least for the monk to stay in, of course, an office, to work, pretty much an office.
Did you get approval for that?
We are scheduled for this upcoming because we didn't have enough time for the last time. We got the first approval, which is the NRAD, the private with all the classification of the space itself, in there. So that's got approved, the first application, and we hope that we're going to get approval for the second application, which involve permission to put a trailer in there.
We're bringing in a lot of people with experience from all around, the community, from Massachusetts as well, from outside. For example, like myself, it took me about a week or two when Samkhann and the head monk asked me to join the executive team, and I asked them to review some of their missions, some of the ideas of what they wanted to do, and the aspect that attracted me to be part of this group is the building of a cultural center and educational center. Being that I'm Cambodian American, I want to make sure that my children are educated in the Cambodian culture as well as in the American culture, so that they can marry the two cultures together. And that is the aspect that attracted me most. And it is also the selling point that we are selling to a lot of the well-educated young professionals to come and join the executive committee teams, as well as the board of directors and volunteers. And I think that would, resolve, at least hopefully resolve some of the conflicts, some of the issues that we have been having with a lot of other temples in the way they are set up. With respect to transparency, we will have proper, accounting, auditing, reporting. We will be documenting everything that is coming in, that will be going out. Every penny is away.
Because these are based on donations, so we want to make sure that the donations are being used, properly, for the need and for the, of the community.
We also want to be able to provide the service to Cambodian American for anyone who needs the service in times of need. For example, one of the member who passed away, who did not have enough money for the funeral. The temple, the community came together and raised enough money to pay for his funerals, and it's
the funeral services,
services.
Funeral services,
So it's something that we wanted to do. Hopefully, with the approval of the monks and the board of directors, one idea that we have to step would be to set up some sort of a funeral trust fund for the members, so that in case like this that it happens, we have something to cover.
Another is a scholarship, fund for the students, so that they can pursue, higher education. Because we can expect, let's go get education, but not giving the resource and the tool, to go about doing that. Of course, I'm working with the student every day. I know what it means to, it's getting, cost more expensive, to go to college. So we want to be able to provide that as well.
Very good.
So it's a lot of different programs, in there, and that's I think that's what really draw me in as well. When they try to recruit me, I keep saying, I have something to do, But then when I see that this their mission and their vision is really appealing to me, and that's why I volunteer myself to work with this project.
Are the monks the same from the Chelmsford Temple, or are they different? Are they?
We have Samkhann Khoeun is the only probably the Buddhist monk has been ordained in monkhood for the longest, and other well-educated monk like the late Kosananda passed away a few years ago, and Venerable Ong Mien down in DC area passed away several years ago. So we don't really have any well-educated monk. I mean, majority of them were killed by the Khmer Rouge, during the war. So what we have, is inadequate, and then that's the reason why we wanted to make sure that we have a place where other Buddhist monks can be trained as well. And we work in partnership with all the temples across the country. We have a Buddhist monk who's a resident who got his PhD degree in Buddhism from India, and he also will be part. He has been part and will be part of this, establishing steering committee team as well.